Hello, good morning. A little moving away from Darlene's table today, but just wanted to let y'all know that I'm here in the parking lot at the Y, going to do my morning exercises, but I wanted to let everybody know that I have on my palette 5 eyeshadows. And I think, as afraid as I was of them, I think that this is going to be my favorite palette. I'm just saying, these are my colors. I love the coppers and the golds and pinks and all that, and purples, and looking at them in the palette, I was like, oh my, they're going to be really, really bold. But man, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. So I'm here at the Y. One of my favorite places. I come here and I get renewed. It's kind of like going to church on Sunday. I get my spiritual food there, and then I come here and I get encouraged with all my health issues and things like that. And if I didn't come to the Y and stay working out and mobile, I'd get to where I couldn't hardly move. So coming to the Y every day is just mental therapy for me, as well as physical therapy. And I go in and I do my spin classes, and I do my circuit classes, which is my upper body, and try to just stay limber. And I listen to my body. I don't do more than I should, because I do have so many issues. But you know what I say? Doing something is better than doing nothing. And in my case, I've always been very active. I used to run 5 miles a day, and maybe that's why my joints are like they are, is because I used to work out every day. I worked at New Lady Fitness there in Chattanooga on Brainerd Road. I don't know if any of you Chattanoogans remember that, but it was all for women, and I worked there, and so I got to work out free every day. Was in the best shape of my life, and then I went through a terrible time in my life. My dad passed away, and I got in such a depression, I quit doing anything, and fell into just a deep spiral of depression. But God saw me through that too, and God's like that. He said that He would always be there with us no matter what we go through. And I firmly believe that whenever you're going through the valley, He's more attentive. I think He's right there. He's always attentive, but He knows that we totally depend on Him for everything in our life. And so I do, and I'm depending on Him. My scheduler called last night, and I didn't get to call her back, but I'm fixing to schedule my knee surgery. So I am so scared about this. I've put it off for, I don't know, 4 or 5 years, and it's progressively getting worse. When we went to the beach last week, I couldn't even hardly walk in the sand, because walking in the sand's difficult anyway. And so it was just, I'm just so in such pain, I couldn't hardly go up and down the steps in our camper, our fifth wheel, and it's just like, I'm so tired of hurting. So I'm ready to do this. I covet your prayers. I'll let you know after I talk to the nurse today when I'm going to do it. And I say the sooner the better. I was going to try to wait till fall, but I don't think I can wait. You hear my voice? I'm so hoarse this morning. My throat was sore. I'm telling you, it's my allergies. I've had a runny nose and all that stuff. But anyway, I just wanted to let everybody know that I have on palette 5, and I'm going to do a tutorial on that today. I've got a meeting tonight, but I'm going to try when I get home. I've got a few errands after this. I'm going to try to go home and do a tutorial on palette 5. You women are going to love this palette. I was intimidated by it at first because it's such bright colors and shimmers and all that, but I'm telling you, I love it. And God just has a way of taking away our fears. And I think sometimes He expects us to step out of our comfort zone. And sometimes change is what we need. And I know in my life, I've had to step out of my comfort zone, because basically I'm a very shy person. People say, you don't seem to be shy, but I am. I have to make myself step out. Getting up in front of people and speaking and singing, I think about that. And years ago, I would have never done that. And my shyness has held me back for years. I've never wanted to want people to think that I was trying to be too pushy or too aggressive, or people would think I thought I was all that, or I was trying to be a diva, or I was trying to do this or that. And that's certainly not who I am or my personality, but I was always shy, and there was such a fine line there. I knew that in order for me to do what I needed to do for God, I had to get out of that shyness. I had to say, hey, God, you're going to have to do this through me, because on my own, I can't get up there and sing and talk and speak. And now I'm getting to the point where I'm comfortable doing it. And, you know, just like I've said time and time and time again, in every conference that I do, I give them a little bit about my background and my history and share my testimony. But I say every step of the way God prepared me to do what He's called me to do. And so it's just, you have to step out of your comfort zone sometimes to be successful in anything, to move forward. Not looking back, not staying in your comfort zone where you're happy and where you're comfortable. But He expects us sometimes to step out of our comfort zone. If you feel an urging or a nudging or something like that, and you feel like God's speaking to you, but you just doubt that you can do whatever it is He's asking you, He wouldn't ask you if He didn't think that you had the ability to do it. And He's given you the talents to do it. He knows He's given you the talents to do it. And He's just asking you to step out in faith. And that's hard to do sometimes. So that's what I'm doing with my Unique Cosmetics. That's what I'm doing with my ministry, my women's conferences, my singing. That's what I'm doing with going live. That's what I'm doing in every aspect of my life, is I'm stepping out in faith in everything that I do. And, you know, I'm just praying that God will let me get some relief from this arthritis and from the pain that I have had for years. And as scared as I am, I'm still going to step out in faith and know that He's going to be with me through that. And I'm not going to get teary-eyed because I'm scared, but God's got this too. And just like He's had everything else in my life, and I've been in a lot worse places than I am now, and I made it through. So just a word of encouragement to y'all today, that it took a lot for me to even get here to the Y. It does every morning. I wake up and I'm hurting and I'm in pain. It takes a lot. But when I'm here, then I get the encouragement and I feel good and I start feeling better. And I'm sorry, I don't mean to cry, but I just felt like the Lord wanted me to share this with y'all today. Maybe someone out there is needing encouragement. Maybe someone out there is feeling like they're scared and they're alone, but you're not alone. Even when you're the only person in the room, you're not alone. God has promised us that He'd always be with us. He'd never leave us nor forsake us. And even in the valleys, He's always there. So keep me in your prayers. I will keep you posted. I'm trying to look on the bright side and know that this too shall pass. But anytime you go to surgery, it's scary. And I've got to have both my knees done, so it's a recuperation of one, doing another, and then I've got to go to my shoulder doctor and get it done. Then I got to get my hands, you know, operated on. But, you know, there's a plan for this. There's a purpose for this. I don't know what it is. And maybe He's put me on Go Live. Maybe He's put me on YouTube to be a voice to those that are needing some encouragement. And if I can be that for you, then I'm so excited. So I love you, Chas. And I'll let you know later what the doctor says about the schedule, and you can get that scheduled at work. So anyway, I'm fixing to go into the Y and do my classes, and I'm getting inspired, and we have a great teacher. She prays with us afterwards. She's a pastor's wife, and the YMCA is a good Christian-based company, and so I just it's a good place to come and just be uplifted. Just like we should go to church on Sunday and get our spiritual food. This is my mental food and my physical food here. So anyway, just hope that y'all have a great day, and just wanted to shout out to everybody, and also let my Unique ladies know, Pauline, I'm going to do a palette 5 today, and I love my palette 5. These colors would be beautiful on you with your skin tone and your blonde hair. Oh my goodness, they would be gorgeous. These coppers and purples, and oh my, I'd love to do your eyes with these colors, Pauline. They're gorgeous. I was intimidated today, and I thought I'm going to put these on, and I think this is going to be my favorite palette. I'm just saying. So there you go. So anyway, I'm going in and going to get my exercise on, and I just pray that y'all have a great day. I love y'all, and keep me in your prayers, and I'll try to do my tutorial tonight on palette 5. Bye, and God bless.